Whoopee.
Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey guys, it's Pete McMurray. Every time I'm out and about, people always ask, Pete, how do I become a DJ? How can I hang out at cool concerts, go backstage, and most importantly, be on the air? Well, I'm here to tell you about the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for a career in radio, TV, and web design, on air and behind the scenes. Classes meet 3 days or nights a week, and in less than a year, you'll be ready to start your career in broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting offers hands-on training, exciting internships, job placement assistance, and financial aid for those who qualify. They'll help get you into a career that you can love at their suburban campus in Lombard. They're enrolling now for upcoming classes, and seats are filling up quickly. To get started, go to beonair.com/rock. That's beonair.com/rock, or you can text ROCK to 33239. That's ROCK to 33239. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where broadcasting careers begin.
This is Stephen Mielhausen, the host of the Fight Club Chicago. The Fight Club Chicago used to be on Monday and Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time. Not anymore. The Fight Club Chicago now will be on Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time, as we bring you the best from the UFC, Bellator, Strikeforce, the world of boxing, and the world of professional wrestling. You'll get the premier interviews in all of combat sports. So tune in to the Fight Club Chicago Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time, right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Over here at JamsOnAir.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear, or how about this tasty track? I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like them. We have them all. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop, lollipop. Well, maybe not that. JamsOnAir.com. Radio when you want it.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pete, Regional Program Director for SportsTownChicago.com. And let me tell you, I did the Team Dow Wellness Weight Loss Release Program, and it was absolutely amazing. I lost almost 60 pounds and over 10 pant sizes. It is absolutely amazing. And how did I do this? A month on, month off. That's my favorite thing about the program, is you don't have to worry about doing this 6 months in a row. You do it for a month, you take a break, you maintain that weight throughout that next month, and then you jump right back on if you want to continue some more weight releasing, if that is what you're going for. Why would I recommend it? I mean, absolutely no reason not to do it. This is a nice, easy, efficient, and healthy way to lose weight for you and for everybody you know. And what it meant to me, well, it helped me be the person I want to be. A lot more confidence across the board. Make sure you check it out, the Team Down Wellness information. Check out for more information on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hello and welcome one, welcome all. High school volleyball. Quick, whoa! The first dump of the evening, Colleen Smith.
Pete, it's finally here. That makes his night.
Woohoo! Thunderhawk! And by the power and hammer of Thor, she brings it down. Gendra sends it over the net. Return left side, Needsvall. Set, far side. Collins sends it over. Burke with a good dig. Pushing it back. Schweiger, tipping it two-hand over the net. Return, O'Neal, near side. O'Neal, is she able to bring it down? Good one-hand punch by Andrew. Schweiger sends up, far side. Sending it back, throw, return by Murphy. Beautiful rally here at Marist. Double person block. O'Neal keeps the left-hand side. Going back, slide. Good two-person block again. They found O'Neal's number, Needsvall. Sends it, far side. Murphy, set up by Curran. Goes back row, pushes it down. Needsvall again with a diving dig. Pushing it down, keeping it is Lawrence Zielinski. That was the rally of the ages. Ice, ice, baby for that one. Forever too cold, too cold. My God, it's like Ivan Drago.
I must break you.
And she gets the clap, 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 stomp, stomp, clap, 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 stomp. Ayy. Paschke, back to Anko. Anko tips it over, Netzinga. Smith, far side. Lamberti. Lamberti down. Lamberti kill. And that's all she wrote. Ooh. Oh, Rocket Rokovich, tweet. Tweet. Wow, wow, wee wow. Oh, Nelly. Bring it down the pain. Bring it for the earth. SportsTownChicago.com. Kill. And welcome all, the high school volleyball action. We are in the semifinals
for the State Boys Championship Series here on the BeOnAir.com network. Dr. Pete joined by today the one, the only Brad Miller, and Minooka's own Kyle Griffin. He got to see Minooka take out St. Rita yesterday to advance to this round, and boy, oh boy, do we have a matchup coming your way today. The Spartans of Glenbrook North 37-3 with that win yesterday, taking on the 37-2 Minooka Indians. So both teams coming in same win record, one more loss for Glenbrook North. One of these teams is going to hit that one more loss. Neither team getting to 5 losses on the season, so a lot of success up to that point. Near to far, Minooka Indians wearing the short sleeve black with orange numbers and letters and a white trim. Glenbrook North far to near, white jerseys with green numbers and letters and a trim on there. Brad, let's go through the starters.
All right, for Minooka, we've got the libero Adam Holstein, Phil Hannon as one of the setters, Nick Burton, outside hitter Rick Bishop, one of the setters, Matt Lesich, outside hitter, and Malik Walker. And for Glenbrook North, got Kyle Bedford, one of the setters, Pat Bedford, outside hitter, Mitch Shapiro, libero, Jeff Goldbrook, one of the middle hitters, Brian O'Keefe, outside hitter, Jacob Barabbas, one of the setters, and Luke Jacobson.
Both teams getting ready for this one. Coming in there yesterday, Brad, let's talk really quickly. How did both teams get to this point?
Let's see. Glenbrook North, they ended up winning yesterday against Brother Rice in straight sets, 25-22 and 25-23. And Minooka ended up beating St. Rita. I know you're still cringing over that one. In 3 sets, 25-23, 23-25, and 25-18.
It's all right, Pete. We still love you.
That's fine. You know what? If they were to lose to anybody, it might as well be Minooka, as at least somebody in our broadcast booth was.
Well, at least it went to 3 sets.
It did.
So you can be happy about that.
It did.
You had a good game. That's really all that matters.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Don't forget, folks, Monday coverage of the Illinois State High School Boys All-Star Game, 7 p.m. for that. And we're underway near to far with the serve is going to be Hannon. Bump back row, libero Shapiro to the near side. Return cleanly. Back set, spike down, block at the net. Pat Bedford and the Spartans starting off strong.
Yeah, nice job just going up strong at the net, sending it right back. And starting off strong are the Spartans.
Hop serve over Bedford. Underneath it is going to be Verton. Spike down, kill! Right along the middle for the big boy, Malik Walker, 6'6", middle block.
Got a lot of height out there. Going up strong, getting the big kill. Going back and forth right here early.
Back to serve, Bauer, and that goes just out of bounds. A lot of mistakes happened yesterday, Brad. That was almost the theme of how teams had an advantage, whoever made less mistakes, which is, you can count nerves for that. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Bedford serves over, a high bump, Verton. Rough by Goldberg. 3-1. But yeah, a lot of mistakes yesterday. Whoever made less, who's had the advantage. I know that's, there you go. There's a mistake
one right
there by Bedford, and I know Kyle can attest. So many times yesterday, teams were mistake after mistake. You almost were willing to let the other team just make a mistake if you let the rally go long enough. Back set, spike attempt, blocked by Minooka. That one goes out of bounds. Verton not able to find the right call. 4-2 is going to be your score.
Yeah, and like you said, when you see teams making that many mistakes, not exactly something you expect to see at the state tournament, but, like you said, could just be nerves. We'll see if they're able to correct that today.
Bolin serves over. Bauer back set, spike into the net. Drops down off the block. Kill there by Spartans. 5-2. Quick 3-point lead for the Spartans. Back to serve is going to be Bolin. Hop serve over. Dig underneath it by Verton. Set 10-foot line. Spike. That breaks through the block. Good call there. Just at the 10-foot line trying to find a gap. It was solo block at the net. Easy to break through that one.
Yeah, just like you said, at the 10-foot line, able to get through it. Not a hard spike, but just found the right spot.
Set far antenna, double block underneath it.
is the Spartans cleanly. Spike. Good bump near antenna. Spike off the double, high in the air. Set far side, tip over left hand. And that one stays in bounds. Adam Holstein, and boy, oh boy, that was a lucky fall.
Yeah, hits it pretty much as he's diving to the floor. Sends it over, just able to keep it in bounds. Great job by Holstein there.
Set far side, Spike on an angle, right hand uppercut by Verton. Near side, tip over by Verton now on the pass back to him. Spartans go double block underneath it, Shapiro. Set far side, tip over right hand, no redirection called. Spike here off the double, and that one stays in bounds. 5-4, good rally for both teams there. Just finding the gap at the end of it were the Spartans' 6-4 your score.
Yeah, nice job by both teams there, just keeping the rally going. Spartans able to come out with the point.
Serve over, Barabbas, retip, and that one goes out of bounds. Holstein with the misplay there. 7-4, Minooka trails by 3. Bouncing a few times, Barabbas going to have the serve again. Sends it, oh, look at that. They realized it was going to drop in, tried at the last minute, was Warren. 8-4 now your score. Timeout Indians. We'll be back. 4-point difference on SportsTownChicago.com.
You think professional wrestling is fake, right? Wrong, because if you do, we'll have either Jason Ledbetter,
really,
Corey Tappendorf,
did you say Kofi Rhodes?
Mike Buddha,
Thank you, Your Honor.
or me, Ryan Taylor,
Armbar!
find you and break your legs.
And that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg.
Check out the Top Rope every Wednesday on SportsTownChicago.com from 5 to 7 p.m., where you'll hear the latest about WWE, TNA, and local independent wrestling.
I don't even know if that's PG.
My son is always going up to its room to listen to SportsTownChicago.com. I'm a little worried. Frankly, I'm scared he's going to go blind.
Welcome back, SportsTownChicago.com. 8-4, and the fans are getting kind of crazy out there, Brad.
Yeah, doing the roller coaster out there, and they're excited to be here up early today.
It's one of those new trends. No tip there. Minooka doesn't get the tip. 9-4 your score. Did you ever have the roller coaster when you were in high school?
We didn't have much of a student section in my high school, so. But I don't think it was around yet when I really.
Kyle, I've never seen Minooka do a roller coaster.
We got yelled at. We did stuff like that.
Really?
Sorry, Minooka.
Oh. Well, hey, at least you're being honest, because you don't. I haven't seen the fans of Minooka do anything like that. That one stays in. Another kill there for the Spartans. 10-4. They're rolling now, 6-point lead. But yeah, Minooka's fans aren't as loud today as they were yesterday.
There's not as many either, which is kind of shocking. We usually have a pretty good fan base.
Set up near side by Verton. Underneath it, Shapiro. Set far antenna, kill attempt. Underneath it is Holstein with a high set. Verton goes, Verton down. Verton kill. Every day I'm shuffling. 10-5 your score. 5-point difference there. Back to serve now is going to be Hannon into the net. That was Verton, and Brad, you cannot be giving a powerful team like the Spartans points at any time, let alone being down by 6.
I was just going to say, especially when you're down by this much. I mean, you have to take advantage of every opportunity you get, and you just can't make mistakes like that.
Shapiro the libero with the serve. Verton near side, spike through. Svetlevic goes for the kill. That's off a double block. Spartans another point, 12-5. Minooka. Nothing's going their way right now, Brad.
Even coming out of the timeout, not even able to get a point there. Spartans have just been rolling all morning so far.
Shapiro, jump serve, right hand. Set underneath it. Verton near side, going for the kill. That one stays in bounds. Big kill there by Matt Svetlevic. 12-6 your score. They've got it to within 6, but it's still doubled up. Minooka not finding a groove. Let's see if they can find it here. Holstein, pass up to the net. Back to, dig down low. Nothing there by Verton. And right now, Minooka, anytime they get something going with a point, Spartans take it right back.
Yeah, I just can't get any sort of consistency out there for the Indians. Spartans are just too strong right now early on.
Jump serve over Jacobson. Burton set near antenna. Kill attempt off the triple block. Returned cleanly by South, but double hit called. You can't have two players hit it at the same time. 13-7.
That is one of the rules.
Back to serve now is going to be Hannon again. Clears. Shapiro. Quick one and blocked out of bounds. Tool kill for the Spartans. Kyle, 14-7.
Well, since it's so early, I'm going to go with a plumb bob.
Okay. Serve over Bedford. Service there. Point goes to Minooka. And right now, 2 out of 8 points for Minooka have been just service errors. For the Spartans, just got to keep letting them make mistakes now since you can't find your own feet. Serve over and can't do that. Can't be doing it.
There's another one right there. They just keep making mistakes when they have a chance to try and build a little momentum, and you just can't do that in a match like this.
Swooping jump serve by Bedford, returned by Holstein. Set far and able to get it over is the Spartans. At the net down, kill! Malik Walker! 15-9. Finally, he was able to rotate in. They need him big in this first set and in the whole game in general.
And now he's serving. We'll see if he can make some of that up.
Quick one at the net, double block. Shapiro underneath it. Side bump resets up the attack for Minooka. Set near side, and that one goes too far. Nick Burton for Minooka does not have the accuracy right now he had yesterday. It's really hurting the Indian squad.
Yeah, just not able to keep anything in right now. They've been giving the Spartans so many points, and you just can't do that against a team that good.
Top serve over. Spike! Down! Kill! Rick Bishop. Wasn't Bishop an X-Men, if I remember correctly?
I think you're right.
I think Bishop was an X-Men, like maybe one of the older guys or the time traveler. Kyle, anything?
Yeah, you got me.
You didn't watch X-Men as a kid?
I was an X-Men fan, but I don't remember Bishop.
Okay. Block sends it far. Well, we'll look that one up. Let me know. We are at the notorious 17-10.
I was just about to say it. You beat me to it. We'll see if anything crazy happens here. Minooka could use something right now.
Serve over. Good bump, Minooka. Spike down high. Return Shapiro. That goes out of bounds. 17-11. Your score now. Checking in is Svetlevic. Checking out is Bauer. And pretty much right now, this is the team you want to. This is almost who you want to have out here for Minooka. At the net, dig underneath it. Burton. Bump. Sending it over is Holstein with a set. At the net, far side, off the double, not able to get to it cleanly, is going to be Warren. 18-11 your score. Kyle.
Bishop was a first appearance in Uncanny X-Men number 282, November 1991.
Okay.
Lucas Luke Bishop. He was a human mutant.
Okay. Any special powers for Bishop?
Energy absorption and redirection, superhuman physical attributes, ability to instinctively know present location.
That's pretty important in volleyball.
Yeah, I like it. Tip to the block, goes out of bounds. Good pickup there, Brad. Good pickup. Anything else about Bishop we should know about?
He was a member of Xavier's Security Enforcers, initially called the Xavier School Enforcers.
Okay. Thank you for that. Holstein serve over. Set at the net. Double block. Indians. They're on a bit of a roll right now on SportsTownChicago.com. 5-point difference here. Top serve over Holstein. Underneath it cleanly. Set far side. Double block. Shapiro able to pick up the pieces. Far side again for Bedford. At the net. Set. Near side. Block back to the side of the Indians. Left hand dump attempt. Right hand uppercut. Set far back corner. Underneath it. Set at the net. Block down. Able to get there was Walker, but the Spartans prevail, being able to go a bit longer.
Yeah, a lot of going back and forth on that one. A couple of nice diving saves on some things, keeping that rally alive. Nice job by both teams there, but Spartans able to get the point.
Jump serve, underneath it, Warren. Double block. Good kill there Malik Walker, 19-14. 5-point difference right now, Brad. Minooka's got to do a 2 or 3 for 1. It's what we usually say when we get to this point. But they might be able to do it. They have finally found their grasp right now, and I don't know if the Spartans have been ready for this response. Good bump by Hannon. Set near side to the double. Shapiro in good position there. Play at the net. And Roof there by Svetlevic. 19-15. Minooka only trails by 4.
Yeah, it seems just like you said. I mean, you said Walker had to be kind of that guy to help pick it up, and he's done a lot at the net so far and really helped fuel this rally.
Except that time, 20-15.
Spoke too soon.
Well, the defense for Minooka, they were expecting a far set. Instead, they did a quick, and there's a quick timeout. 5-point difference, 5 points away from victory in set 1 are the Spartans. We'll be back, SportsTownChicago.com.
Listen to the Chi-Hards on SportsTownChicago.com.
Chicago,
way back, you can put it on the board, yeah!
Cup win, touchdown Bears!
And now it's in the net, they score! It's in! The Hawks win the Stanley Cup!
And you say Shot City?
1:30 to 3 every Monday on SportsTownChicago.com.
Tony, say Mama.
Mama.
Say Dada.
Dada.
Say Hi.
Hi.
Tony, say SportsTownChicago.com.
No. I threw a wish in the well.
20-15 your score. 5-point difference right now. Spartans up. R1 gives the call and Bedford serves. High return by Svetlevic. Near antenna. Down to a knee. Spartans right hand or left hand tip over. Back set. Spike. Down. Kill for Bishop. Check. 2014.
Trying to come back in this one. It's just a 4-point game again now. So.
There's a chess reference right there. I wanted to say checkmate, but you can't really checkmate that, game's not over. Spy. Oh, that just stays in bounds. Woo! 21-16.
That's about as close to that back corner as you can possibly get and still keep it in. And that's just amazing control on that one. And a little bit of luck, too.
Back to serve is Bedford. Down to a knee. Set. Near side. High off the double. Good dig by Bedford. Spartans bump it over to reset up the Indian attack. Back set. Spike down. Right hand underneath it. Good play by the Spartans. They're digging well today. Double block. Good play at the net by Walker. You got to find a way to feed him. You got to find a way to feed it to Walker right now. He's doing everything you need. 21-17.
Absolutely.
Hop serve over by Walker. Set far side. Spike down. Self-preservation. Clean by Warren. Back set. We got one-on-one and not able to get to it are the Indians. Smart play there. Isolated a Minooka defender on the near side. Brad took advantage. 22-17.
They did a nice job and then just doing a good job placing it. Able to put it in a place where it was tough for them to return and sent it all the way into the back wall.
Hop serve over by Bolin. Back set. Spike block. And that goes out of bounds. Hannon sends it too far. 23-17. 2 points away from set 1 victory now are the Spartans out of Glenbrook North.
Yeah, Spartans can feel it now. Fans making a lot of noise out there. They know they're close to winning this one.
Bolin, jump serve, high set, Bauer, 10-foot line, self-preservation, clean by Bedford. Tip over the double block and just smart play there. Brian O'Keefe to make it set 1 point.
Getting close now. It was perfectly placed right in the middle. All 6 of the Minooka players were right around the sideline.
Sending into the net is Bolin. 24-18. Minooka's got to rally now, or if anything, find a little bit of momentum and pride to take into set number 2.
Yeah, at least try and get a couple points here just to carry it into set number 2.
Hop serve over. Spike at the net, double block. Good play there by Minooka. There's another guy, Justin Toth. First time saying his name today, Brad. Him and Walker at the net yesterday did not allow St. Rita to win. 24-19, and that one goes too far.
And that is how set one is going to end, 25-21. We will return set two. Can the Indians bounce back, or are Spartans smelling that championship game? We'll find out. SportsTownChicago.com.
You want to do a live sports show with up to 3 of your friends?
Yeah.
Would you like to be invited to live sporting events?
Well, yeah.
Well, you can now with SportsTownChicago.com. Sportstown Chicago is the home of the ICB Sports Network. Learn blogging, podcasting, and promos right here at SportsTownChicago.com. For more information, go to beonair.com or dial 630-916-1700. SportsTownChicago.com. We're in the league of our own.
Hi, I'm Rusty Lindsay.
I'm Joe Pitt.
And I'm Mike Buda.
And you might recognize us as the club level, formerly on Wednesdays from 3 to 5.
But now we're on Tuesdays from what?
You never told me anything.
Didn't you get the email we sent you with the script?
What script?
Well, you did. You follow us on Twitter at the club level, right? We announced it there.
What the hell is Twitter?
We also put it on our Facebook page, the club level.
Facebook?
Did you get our email from the club level at gmail.com?
What are you talking about?
We were formerly on Wednesdays. You remember that, right? But you know what station?
We are canceled.
We're on SportsTownChicago.com.
Tuesdays from 1:30 to 3.
This is lies.
No. March Madness may be over, but you can catch all the madness every Tuesday from 1:30 to 3 on the club level, only on SportsTownChicago.com.
And hopefully we can catch Mike Buda up to speed.
Might be a loss.
SportsTownChicago.com, the only place where you can talk Pokemon with the Pokemaster. Bringing you all the pressing topics, brought to you by SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey, this is Dr. Pete, SportsTownChicago.com, inviting you to check out the Team Dow Wellness Tip of the Week. Their weight release program helped me drop over 50 pounds and over 10 pant sizes. Visit our homepage of SportsTownChicago.com or theedgeonair.com to find out the Team Dow Wellness Tip of the Week.
Friday Night Hoops.
We got balls!
Basketballs, that is. Yes, that's right. We're bringing you all the high school basketball news from around the area.
Whoopee!
Fridays from 5 to 7 p.m. only on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey guys, it's Pete McMurray. Every time I'm out and about, people always ask,
Welcome back, SportsTownChicago.com. Spike down. That one stays in bounds. Who else? Walker. First kill right there. We're going to send this one to Brad Miller now, taking play-by-play over 1-0, the Indians of Minooka.
And Minooka on top, and they looking to get something going early here in the second set. Jump serve up and over. Set up, going up, little tap over the net, and it's going to be a point for the Spartans. All tied up at 1.
Good play there. They found the gap, took advantage of it. Right now, that's a problem with Minooka. They're not closing, and they're being isolated so much they can't get a double going.
Bedford with the jump serve now into the net for the Spartans. There's another one of those mistakes, and you said it happened yesterday a lot. It's kind of continuing into today, too, seeing a lot of mistakes from both teams, really. 2-1 now. Minooka. Serve up over, going up for the kill, blocked, but going out of bounds. Spartans get the point. All tied back up at 2.
2-2 your score. Spartans back. Minooka, they got to start out strong. They can't be trading blows 1-for-1. Spartans will find an edge somehow right now.
Yeah, Bolin now with the serve for the Spartans, going up for the kill. And
dropped in bounds. Bishop
just keeping it in. Bishop getting the kill there. 3-2.
I didn't like his powers, though, Bishop, for X-Men. It seems that they were just too generic.
The hop serve over. And up for the kill. Luke Jacobson for the Spartans. Getting the point. 3-3. And like he's going blow for blow right now, both teams.
Power of the 11s is number 11 Bishop and number 11 Jacobson, just both trading it.
And he's going up for the kill. Double block at the net. Spartans get the point again. 4-3.
There's that junior Toth. And one thing to point out right now, There are only 4 seniors for Minooka. So either way, this team's most likely going to be back here next year.
Yeah, definitely good team. And there's a point for the Indians. Now they're up 5-3. Trying to get a little run going here early. Serve from the right side. Over back to the center. Went off one of the basketball hoops up there. And unable to find it was Jacob Barabbas for the Spartans. Another point for the Indians there. Now 6-3.
3-point lead for Minooka. We were just saying they had to start out quick, and they're doing that right now.
And serve over, set up, little decoy going for the kill, and there it is for the Spartans. Brian O'Keefe with the kill. That'll put an end to that run. And now Mitch Shapiro will be serving for the Spartans. Serve up and over. A little tap over, controlled by the Spartans. Going up for the kill. Set up. Going up for the kill. Indians there, able to get it.
3-point lead now. Minooka, anytime now that the Spartans finding themselves, Minooka has an answer. Gaining that pride and momentum we talked about at the conclusion of set 1.
There's a decoy blocked at the net. Minooka gets another one right there. They're up 8-4, doubling up the Spartans early. And that's what we said. They had to get off to a good start, and they've done just that. Hop serve over, set up for the Spartans. Going up for the kill. There it is. No self-preservation there. Pat Bedford with the kill. 8-5.
If Minooka would have gotten a point there, you may have needed a timeout if you're the Spartans.
I was just about to say that before that.
Don't need one now.
Put an end to that rally. Serve over, going up for the kill. Dugout now set up. Going up for the kill. Blocked out of bounds. Another point for the Spartans. 8-6. Now they're coming back.
Yeah, that quick 2-point run really helping the confidence of the Spartans.
Jump serve up by Jacobson. Gonna go well long. Out of bounds. Indians get an easy point there, 9-6.
3-point difference. Kyle was mentioning yesterday, a lot of pride and tradition in Minooka athletics, especially in the volleyball programs, both boys and girls. So that's why you always see perennially a good team come out of the far south side.
There's some self-preservation there on the kill, but it goes out of bounds. Jeff Goldberg with the kill.
Goldberg.
Thank you.
Goldberg. I'm expecting Kyle to come in with some Mighty Ducks quotes at some point.
Serve over, going up for the kill. Dug out by the Spartans, going up into the net, and going to go under the net. Indians get a point there. 10-7, still up by 3.
Winner of this one's going to the championship game. Going to play the winner of Wheaton Warrenville South and Barrington. Barrington yesterday taken to the brink against Lake Park.
There's another point for the Indians. Blocked at the net. 11-7, and there is that timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back on SportsTownChicago.com.
You ever thought about being a volleyball broadcaster yourself? Play-by-play, color commentary, behind the scenes? Consider the Illinois Center for Broadcasting, a year-long program where you can become the next volleyball broadcaster. Go to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700.
In Illinois, more than 300,000 students compete in interscholastic programs taking place in classrooms, auditoriums, gymnasiums, city parks, and stadiums. Students with extracurricular activities tend to have higher grade point averages, better attendance, lower dropout rates, and fewer discipline problems. IHSA sponsors 35 programs that enrich the educational experience and shape the lives of young people in a positive way. Support the schools, teachers, coaches, sponsors, and students who take part in activities sponsored by the Illinois High School Association.
They're back here on SportsTownChicago.com. And there's the kill for the Spartans, coming right back.
That's why you call a timeout right there. Spartans usually don't need them, but in that case, hey, you know what you got to do. Let's make it a quick timeout. Let's get the job done.
And they are able to come out of the timeout with the point. And serve up. And up a little decoy. Blocked at the net, back into Indians' court. Going up for the kill. Out of bounds, though. Malik Walker couldn't keep it in there. 11-9 now. 2-point game against Spartans, trying to make a comeback.
They had the right idea there, Brad. Walker did, finding that open corner, just pulled it too far.
They serve again, up by Bedford. Going up for the kill, and it's going to be just out of bounds. Had a tip on that one, though, so Indians get the point, 12-9.
It's always hard. You want to be able to keep it in bounds if it gets close. You know, if you're an athlete, you never want to just let it go. It's like taking
It's just instinct. You
exactly.
That one's going to stay in bounds. Spartans get the kill. 12-10 now.
It's like in baseball or softball.
I was just thinking the same thing.
You know, standing there and just hoping it's the ball.
It's like when you get the ball right back up the middle, the pitcher's naturally going to go for it even if it's with his bare hands. Just the same thing, just athletic instinct. Serve up there, kill recovered by the Spartans, and kill attempt there sent just a little bit long by Luke Jacobson. 13-10 now, Indians still on top.
Kyle, I want to go to you really quickly. Minooka, did they start really preaching skills of volleyball? We'll get to it in a second.
As there's a serve over, going up for the kill, blocked at the net. Another point, Indians right there.
14-10. Kyle, I was going to ask, at the junior high level, do they start early saying, hey, this is a sport that Minooka is good at?
Really? No, honestly, we in junior high, two junior highs go to Minooka. So, or actually, it's 3. So it's kind of a difficult task to try and get them all together for a volleyball team. But it really wasn't preached when we were younger.
There's a big block at the net.
You just find tall guys that are 6'9", like Toth, and say, hey, you're going to play volleyball.
Man, it's a country fed. That's what we call it.
I guess so. It's sent into the net, though. The point goes to the Spartans, 14-11. The serve. That's going to be an illegal hit right there, coming off the serve. So
15-11 now, 4-point lead still for Minooka. Within 2 were the Spartans at 1 point.
There's the kill attempt. Dugout set up, going up for the kill, keeping it. It's going just out of bounds. Thought that one stayed in.
That was a close one. It's now 140. Oh, it was 141 to 14.
That is some game right there.
Ay. That's like Minooka versus the 3 of us. And we only got 14 because of the mistakes they made.
Yeah, that's the only way we get. So 15-12 now the score. Minooka on top. Block at the net. Recovered by the Spartans. Going up for the kill. Bishop gets the kill. Or I should say Jacobson. Wrong number 11.
Yeah, getting your 11s mixed up there.
Yeah. It's early yet. I've been up long already today. So.
What time did you start your internship?
I was up at 3:30 this morning.
So. Oh, that's it. Kyle wasn't even sleeping yet.
This is true.
Going up. There's the kill for the Indians. Matt Svetlesic. 16-13. Keeping that 3-point lead. They've been really able to consistently keep that 3-point lead for quite a while now. See if they can add on to it here. Little tap over. Dug out. Sent over. Blocked at the net. Sent right back. There it is. Over Pat Bedford. It's the point for the Spartans, 16-14.
Yeah, one of the Bedford twins getting the job done there. Only a 2-point difference now. Spartans trail 16-14.
And serving now will be Jacobson. Got a whistle. Let's see. An official timeout. Looks like we got a wet spot on the floor, so they're going to wipe that up really quickly.
Want to remind everybody, beonair.com. If you ever consider working in broadcasting, beonair.com or 630-916-1700.
And we're back underway now. Jacobson with the jump serve. Cross court from left to right. Going up for the kill. Blocked at the net, out of bounds. Point Spartans. They're making a comeback now, only down 1, 16-15.
One thing I love, and Kyle and I noted this yesterday, just great officiating. Not that we ever see poor officiating, but I mean, you got 4. Just like the Super Bowl, you get the best of the best to call championships.
Absolutely, and they have been top-notch so far today, and just like you said yesterday, also kill attempt tipped at the net, set up, going up, little tap over by Walker, recovered by the Spartans, back over to the Indians. Going up for the kill, blocked at the net. Walker recovers it again. Going up for the kill. This one is good for Matt Svetlekic.
2-point difference still. Indians trying to send this one to 3 and doing everything right so far.
Yeah, serve up and over. Picked up, kill attempt out of bounds by Bedford.
It's what we said in the first set, Brad. Minooka has got to allow North to make mistakes. You're not going to overpower them, so you got to outplay them.
And they've been doing that so far this second set. There's the kill attempt. Set back out of bounds. Point for the Spartans there, 18-16.
Yeah, one thing to note, Walker started out this set on fire, really cooled off. Let's see if he can step back up.
Yeah, set up, almost goes out of bounds there, and they're not able to get it over. There's another one of those mistakes right there.
Yeah, lift called on Minooka. There's that timeout for the Indians. 1-point difference, Brad.
And we'll be right back on SportsTownChicago.com.
This is Stephen Mielhausen, the host of the Fight Club Chicago. The Fight Club Chicago used to be on Monday and Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. Central Time. Not anymore. The Fight Club Chicago now will be on Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time, as we bring you the best from the UFC, Bellator, Strikeforce, the world of boxing, and the world of professional wrestling. You'll get the premier interviews in all of combat sports. So tune in to the Fight Club Chicago Monday through Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. Central Time, right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Back here on SportsTownChicago.com, Boys State High School Volleyball Semifinals, Minooka versus Glenbrook North. Glenbrook North down by 1 right now, and now they're all tied up. Little tap over the net, nobody able to control it for the Indians. And they are all knotted up at 18. Serve up and over. Blocked at the net, nobody able to control it. Indians get the point there. Up 1 now, 19-18. We'll see what happens now. They had that 3-point lead for quite a while now. Now it's kind of crunch time again. We'll see how they're able to respond. Set up in the air, going up for the kill. There it is, Pat Bedford. Knotted it back up at 19 again. Back and forth we go.
Yeah, this is going to be just that heavyweight bout, as we like to say. Neither team having a clear-cut advantage.
Jump serve from the center of the court. Up, little decoy, up and over. And there's a little mistake there by North. Just unable to, little out of control bump there. Sends it to nobody right in the center of the court.
Got an official timeout once again. Kyle, thoughts so far? You saw Minooka yesterday. You've seen him here now. We've seen both these teams, I should say. Sloppy in the first set, finding it in the second set, but find themselves down by 1 here, 5 points away from the championship.
I think the key words that you just said, it's sloppy in the beginning, and that wasn't the Minooka team that we saw yesterday. Even though Rita took them to 3, and that point right there going to Minooka to give themselves a 2-point lead. But the fact is that this is the Minooka team that you saw yesterday in the 2 sets that they won against St. Rita, playing strong. And even if they have to come back a little bit, they're not afraid to do so.
And almost sending that one out on the bump again. Are the Spartans able to control it and send it over, though? Going up for the kill. Double block at the net. Sent back over by the Indians. Rick Bishop, there he is, finding the empty spot in the court. 3-point lead now, Indians 22-19. And now the Minooka fans are making some noise. We've got a timeout on the court. We'll be right back here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Over here at JamsOnAir.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear. Or how about this tasty track?
I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like them.
We have them all.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop, lollipop.
Well, maybe not that. JamsOnAir.com. Radio when you want it.
Nice little story you're working on there, the big novel. Got a nice little narrative, beginning, middle, and end. Some friends become enemies, some enemies become friends. Yeah. At the end, your main character is richer for the experience. Yeah. You got No, you deserve some time off. So we're back on SportsTownChicago.com.
And we are back on SportsTownChicago.com. Going up for the kill. Sent into the stands on the tip. And that will be a point for the Spartans, 22-20. Trying to come back in this one. Minooka was starting to feel it. Spartans trying to close the gap here before the end of the set with the serve up and over. Set back over softly. Little tap over, controlled by the Indian setup. Killed. That's going to be an illegal hit. 1 point game, 22-21. Spartans can tie it up right here. Serve up and over into the center of the court. Going up, trying for just this time their jump right there. That was Justin Toth, just couldn't get it done. We're all tied up, and we're going to have a timeout now. We'll be right back again on SportsTownChicago.com.
Listen to the Shyhards on SportsTownChicago.com.
From Chicago, way back, you can put it on the board, yeah! Tough win, tough win, tough win, tough win, tough win, it's touchdown Bears! And now it's in the net, they score! It's in! The Hawks win the Stanley Cup!
And you say Shot City?
1:33 every Monday on SportsTownChicago.com.
SportsTownChicago.com.
And we're back on SportsTownChicago.com. All tied up at 22 here in the second set. Minooka and Glenbrook North. Big kill. They're going to keep it in bounds. Nice job there by the Indians. 23-22.
Yeah, hit his hand. It was right on the line, so it would have been close either way. Decided to go for it. Did the right thing.
Indians with the serve going up for the kill. Little tap over save. Diving save there. Sent back over. Little tap over. Back in the Indians court. Decoy going up for the kill. There it is. Indians get the point right there.
Set 2 point now, 24-22. Minooka trying to send it to 3. Substitution now for the Indians. Spartans do not know where these past 2 points have come from.
And serving for the set point is going to be Chad Warren. Going up for the set. There's the kill right there. Big kill, Luke Jacobson. Keeping the Spartans alive right there.
That gets the biggest kill of the day award, 24-23. Woo!
And no way anybody is going to return that. Just get out of the way.
Kyle Griffin could.
Yeah, right. I'd run in fear.
1 point game. Serve up. Going up. Decoy blocked at the net. Sent out of bounds.
Oh!
And what do we have? We're all tied up at 24.
Oh, Nelly, we're going extras. They're saying it tipped the R1, saying it tipped the antenna.
All tied up at 24. Set up, going up for the little tap over. Controlled by Spartans. Tap back over. Diving save there. Tap almost goes out of bounds. Spartans able to save it. Bumped right back over, going up for the kill. Big block at the net. Point Spartans. Luke Jacobson at the net. Now it is set point for the Spartans. 25-24. Gotta win by 2.
1 point away from going to the championship.
Oh, but they send the serve long.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Jacob Barabbas couldn't keep it in. 25 all. Indians with the serve. Bumped up set, going up for the kill. There's the big kill. Brian O'Keefe.
That was right in line with our vision. He parted the Red Sea for that one. Now it's championship point again. Spartans 1 point away from going to the big show.
And Mitch Shapiro now serving. Libero gets it over, set up Bumped up a little out of control. Able to get it. Oh, no, it goes into the net. And the Spartans come all the way back and win set number 2, 27-25. They are going to the state championships later on this afternoon.
27-25, a heartbreaking loss for the Indians. They had a 2-point lead. They were up 24-22. A 5-1 rally for the Spartans. Boy, oh boy, they just wanted it more at the end. They wanted it more. Minooka was more concerned with not making a mistake instead of being aggressive. Spartans just kept attacking. They found Minooka on their heels. Spartans going to the championship.
Yeah, Minooka was, at the end there, Minooka was just playing not to lose rather than playing to win. And when you do that, very rarely do you come out on top.
Indians of Minooka fall. What a tough one, but Spartan fans rejoice. You take it in 2, 25-21 in the first set, 27-25 in extras, and you are going to be playing later on this afternoon against the winner of the Barrington-Wheaton-Warrenville South game. Barrington went the distance and had a long one yesterday against the undefeated Wheaton-Warrenville South Tigers. Kyle Barrington, they got a tough one against South, but if anybody can do it, they can.
Yeah, I think Barrington is a very smart team. Yeah, they got taken to the brink by Lake Park yesterday, but I think the fact is that Barrington knows what they did mistake-wise, and they know what they can't do against a team like Wheaton-Warrenville South. Wheaton-Warrenville South is such a fundamentally sound team. Any mistake that you make against them will be detrimental to your team. They capitalize, they pounce, and no pun intended being the Tigers of Wheaton-Warrenville South, but any mistake that you make, they pounce on you, and they will put a string of 5, 6, 7 points together before you can even blink. It's the thing is with Barrington, they can do it as well, but they have to limit their mistakes, and if they can limit their mistakes, they'll be all right.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a reason that the Tigers are undefeated this year, 39-0. Only 2 teams all season have taken them to 3 sets, so that shows you just how good they are. But Barrington, a very good team also, and it will be a big challenge for the Tigers. So we'll see what happens. They'll be starting that matchup pretty quickly here, and of course we'll have that right here on SportsTownChicago.com. So I think that should just about do it for our first match of the day. Again, Glenbrook North moving on against Minooka, 25-21 and 27-25. So until our next match, we'll be right back here on SportsTownChicago.com.
You want to do a live sports show with up to 3 of your friends? Yeah. Would you like to be invited to live sporting events? Well, yeah. Well, you can now with SportsTownChicago.com. Sportstown Chicago is the home of the ICB Sports Network. Learn blogging, podcasting, and promos right here at SportsTownChicago.com. For more information, go to beonair.com or dial 630-916-1700. SportsTownChicago.com. We're in a league of our own.
You think professional wrestling is fake, right? Yes! Wrong, because if you do, we'll have either Jason Ledbetter,
Really?
Corey Tappendorf,
Did you say Kofi Rhodes?
Mike Buddha,
Thank you, Your Honor.
or me, Ryan Taylor,
Armbar!
find you and break your legs.
And that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg.
Check out the Top Rope every Wednesday on SportsTownChicago.com from 5 to 7 p.m., where you'll hear the latest about WWE, TNA, and local independent wrestling.
I don't even know if that's PG.
Hi, I'm Rusty Lindsay.
I'm Joe Pitt. And I'm Mike Buddha.
And you might recognize us as the Club Level, formerly on Wednesdays from 3 to 5.
But now we're on Tuesdays from what?
You never told me anything.
Didn't